Tax season may be over, but some Hoosiers now are finding out that after paying a tax preparer to file their taxes, their returns were filled out incorrectly, and now they may still owe thousands of dollars to the IRS. Eyewitness News reporter Kat Anderson explained how it happened and what you can do if you're surprised by an audit in the coming months.
Danielle Carver just found out that instead of getting back the big tax refund check she was promised, she actually owes the IRS about $6,000.
I'm terrified. We don't know what may happen.
Carver says she and her husband were behind on bills before this all happened.
My husband's hours were lowered, at work. So that was another cause to, we need that instant loan right now.
She says Instant Tax Service offered an instant tax refund in the form of a refund anticipation loan. And according to the tax preparer's calculations, she was getting back more than $11,000.
The amount was so much higher than I'm used to. So that's what prompted us to go take a second look.
She says she asked the instant tax preparer to rerun the numbers.
And the supervisor said, no, you're all right, Miss Carver. Don't be scared to spend your money. The IRS says it's yours. We've double checked it. She's double checked. Go shopping and have fun. Well, I actually didn't go shopping and have fun. I paid bills.
But Carver could not shake the feeling that her tax return was not right. So a few weeks later, she had another tax service look over it. That's when she found out Instant Tax Service did not report more than $14,000 of her income.
She only used one check stub. She never used the W-2s.
Carver says Instant Tax Service also claimed a $2,000 deduction, the American Opportunity Credit, which is for those who have college expenses. But the Carvers are not in college.
On my initial sign-in sheet, we left it blank. And that's my telltale sign that she just put in something on her own.
The Better Business Bureau says just in the last several months, at least 146 complaints have been filed against Instant Tax Service locations, not just in Indianapolis, but across the country, including St. Louis, Cleveland, Charlotte, Atlanta, Houston, and Dallas. They say another 190 complaints have been filed in Dayton, Ohio, where the company's corporate headquarters are located. Lisa White, who asked us not to show her face, says she filed a complaint after she noticed an instant tax preparer claimed her husband has owned his own business for 10 years.
He does not own his own business. He's a truck driver.
And she says Instant Tax Service refused to give her a complete copy of her tax return.
My last paycheck stubs is what they stated that they could take.
Cornella Scott is also concerned about her tax return.
They stated I didn't need my W-2s.
She found out Instant Tax Service did not report any of her unemployment compensation, even though she says she gave them the form with that information. To get some answers, we scheduled a meeting with David Franklin, the owner of several Instant Tax Service franchises here in the Indianapolis area. He did not show up for the interview.
He's not here.
He's not here?
Mm-mm.
Where is he?
He's not here. I mean, you can look, he's not here.
He emailed us this statement instead. It says Instant Tax Service is dedicated to providing the highest quality service to our customers. Tax preparation starts with and depends on individuals supplying their tax advisors with complete and accurate earning statements and other financial accountings.
I assume when I brought my W-2s in, that's what was going to be used.
The IRS says providers are prohibited from electronically filing a tax return without a W-2, and that the consequences of filling out inaccurate returns can result in thousands of dollars in fines and a referral for criminal investigation.
I think they're using little loopholes to reel people in. They have these commercials where come in, get this money, and you're going to get approved for this loan. And
Instant Tax Service makes money off of the interest they charge customers for refund anticipation loans. If they would have filled out Carver's return correctly, it would have shown right away that Carver owed money to the IRS all along, that she was not due for a refund. Without a refund, Instant Tax Service could not offer her a refund anticipation loan. And that means the company could not make money from the interest on that loan. We contacted Instant Tax Services corporate office to get their response to their customers' complaints. They said they have no comment. The IRS says even if someone else prepares your tax return, you are ultimately responsible for all of the information on your return. So if it's filed incorrectly, you will still be responsible for paying any taxes you still owe, plus interest and possibly penalties. However, if the IRS discovers that a tax preparer filled out your return incorrectly without your knowledge and intentionally, the tax preparer could face thousands of dollars in fines and in some cases, jail time. The IRS and the state attorney general's office are encouraging people to report suspected tax fraud and abusive return preparers. We have all the forms and information you need to do that on our website, WTHR.com. Kat Anderson, Channel 13, Eyewitness News.
And Chris Wright joining us now with a look at what we can expect this weekend.
Ooh, Father's Day weekend is an important forecast.
Big cookouts going on, lots of family gatherings, and some folks are going to be dealing with some